but there have been times I won't say so where you poster we the post by
they do every other at the end to be that of retirement no so
even the course of Sunday mana ema be do branke say nya sa post na nke ye de mfanto no say atwa say
okay me polls amehu wo Ghana ha no yeah mostly the methodology near field polls
yeah
so field polls no na doso pa o I know say reliable and no omko abontin all over the country so many different places near the nyaneka wo so when tie ka no in fact see a boy bi budget kirewa nche say enye ahogon enti no most times no untimi nya no dodo na so enti researchers kakra bi ebia amanyo bi ekoi bi na omutimi enya saa sika no ede yesa na ema no enti we need to move to a point send omoye no wabruchire no omoye no ema ekaneba form. And there are more scientific ways say no or more snap polls, maybe a phone calls online. But online poll now it was the reason being that say poll na one control sample na right away no asamu yaba. So if I send you me poll say Mr. Wako online na chere wadwen okay that's the area na say obia wonso no uye odi ewie no obetimi di amanipa bebre na omo nso akoye bia obetimi ahyeda frefre wo namfofo a wo ne omo ya adwen baako na omo nso akọ na omo nyina akochusu nia momo nyina mo ye den babia mu gina no tube hu na chese yasei po na ye no bacho otimase
yeah
aha entina say ye po na so person hu ni ya e wo say wo control sample no in other words na wo say random no e kire say enye say wo namfofo a wonim say wo ne omu nyina adwen ye baako no eno makọ ena mu nyina makọ take the same place wo yes po no be wie no na kire say ayeden
okay
and reflect it near cost of population. Mami ma one example.
Mami see the opportunity na me for introduce you yenua Dr. Kwaku Adubuahin sabi baba be ken ho ono ewo onabo Canadian Japan camp anti doc mo adwo akwaba.
That's unia.
Imre be aboko there.
Bibi aboko.
Okay. Prince for no say na
the next one also no say wo anhwe na say sample no enye reflective of the bigger population no so results no ebetimi ene na baby. So just to give you an example, so me call yemfa na say Ashaman area.
Okay.
Na me call Yepo. Some person be hu near Ghana for person omoto abama no 2024. Na me de ba and now even better let's just say say mako a voter region
okay
mako sample meet me a sample nipa be 50,000 voter region
within one region
within the
now
region.
they standing for the whole nation
Now me catch say say me yen simple na entiase
it
me ye o be ka say oh and say ye results he say but at the end of the day no one hwe year results no most likely no off because that region no a tied to one party most of the time.
Prince Mamina say na afi Dr. Duabe dey let say yenya balance nja for yemuro doc sabi the policy we camp of free na say ekoma muti muso mu say sanse Dr. Evans Dua say nhwehwe mu awaye aba bedu bosumi twam say Ura Canada Japan yidi se yeto aba nnedia kono eno ba betu franka de ama MPP amanyoko no
medasi meda mechiamo ne motifu nyina
ahwefo ne tiefo agye so
adia de bia meka say you can't run a political discourse polls research enim ebrebia no ya ne ho hia say research eba although say aba aka say say Kwame Akompreko and I say na to aba enka so to Frankama MPP,
yeah,
which to us is a good news, is a great news, but ye na naso we say we must double our efforts. Bosumi ade ananhwehwemu ye,
yeah,
from the 5th of let's say September,
yeah,
and or started search and
October
mu no de nhwehwemu aba. And it to us no in as much as a good news for us, because I say your message de Ghana for ne Ghana for kan ye adwuma na to asum. That is what to me research and I say searches of such nature no near a debrain and to me no a idea a say a my day so a idea a say a my hu baby a yeko we say and pennyful baby say new trasan unimis in a chia.
Okay,
Just say one more ujine no and a church no na say baby or corner if it's on the right tangent and I say it would deviate from the original course na or corner. Yan yinum say wo hwe eranum enumu a wa pick forms ya veti wo mo ballot a mo ballot ni nyina so a obi a o ese efata say obetimi edi MPP enim. Mahmoud Bawumia, an astute economist, Brian Champon, a very good businessman, Osaya Oduchum, an educationist par excellence, engineer Kwareja Japan, or no so. Ejidan Naso. Nebuno. Yadi ni say, Kwame Akompreko in Japan. Onona, or ye accessible to the Ghanaian out there. Onona on the streets of Ghana. Ofa be bia ye boni din say ono betimi aba abeje abenwa no na waboa ma MPP afa ne ntomo be.
Memisa we wo kasa no ka se aba akwa mamoye mo dede ba mumfo ni so pepepe. Eno kire se adwuma bi go ho aka wo se boye. Ana se eno kire se adwene tumi sisante bia ebiri general na be ko na wie kura na bia de mo ni hweye no enema bitumi ase ye nam kwan so ye ko ye ne nyame ya adoma.
Oh, yeah, we are dealing with humans in Nipa.
Yeah.
Say, ye ko ye no no. Ibi baba beka ho, ibi be free mu. The me pa chene say, the ntia me kan asiso say akwa amayen ye de. Say ene ye October yi mono post aba out. Actually say Kenya Japan and Ghana for and MPP for a year the sampling size 26,000 people now or no mokasa you know actually say omo a pondo so no nan ko metu franka ema MPP very good, but as a student of politics no make actually say post is to guide us and ma yenye over complacent enti na baby yesa ukọ baby yesa ukudru na ne afoforo kasa na omote ase di enti a ye hu hia se Kwame Akompreko Japan eba wa be ye Franka Tufu ama MPP the victory ni beba yen ebebre no na wo be renege on your responsibility.
Okay.
Won't trust with your campaign.
Okay.
We need to forge ahead, still campaign, still go out there and preach the good news. The reason why the entire say to Abama Kwame Akompreko Japan.
Medase. Prince Bamra also na fi yenhwe wo hwe kanima mpere be de Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia onu 2 franka no edema MPP amanyuko nkunimdie anko wo hwe omanya bakwasem ne sede esi ekono na ababeye campaign kura mu camp no moyese obi no offer de kan a otumi de koye ti se what post bi say no be na wo gidi say sesa on side a tilt akọ say first time party nim famma ni panon ko fa second time say the president president Kufuor no mo ye no na sisi de mo mai sesa post enka bi nkyeremo.
Oh, just a post we nankasa no. Ye shed that cry hu ade cry. Papa na wo yes apo we no onya sa credibility na. On
fa mechire wo ye ntia na say.
Da bi say na make say ne kra na ye feel say we share ne ha. Anke ye bisa questions kakra bi ni ade. It's okay. It's okay. But there are other posts posts ni no nyesa netie. So we need to put that on the record. This man hasn't built any credibility yet. You bet me, I rely on Nayi. But that doesn't mean Obi na ye na ejuma. So So it's not up to me to say send Oye no nia, especially when we don't even know the methodology. We don't know how Oye the distribution. We don't know the biases. We don't know your friend is saying the confidence level. Any margin of errors. So we need some more information out of him. Unfortunately, we and then Oyebibi, I will say the max and the minimum candidates ni betimi enya. Na one kakra say obitimi ye poll. See minimum ye 44%, but maximum is 54, almost a 10-point, my rounding it off.
Imagine a girl,
before I made by many statisticians, Papa be I had the Komoka crash, said, no more questions, baby. And I feel almost Ushe Nipo. Any other post, he said Global Info Analytics, or no, Wajini Dinka crack, Krumuha. Or no polls nature clearly say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is leading the contest. We have confidence we're leading. But Papai Nkwa po ena be very different.
So
that mame nkasa nyi Mr. Wa.
We say in common ni
doc e ka no me ma me manuesi ya me can say send me kasi asem so inti American say so far no me munokra me survey kakra during the delegates conference me name Dr. Biwo Winneba no so ye survey during the delegates conference so those are say private polls.
Okay.
And Global Info Analytics itself, and so during the conference, almost a year poll. Okay. Since then, last month, almost a year poll, no, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had 47% among the delegates. Obi at the different number, say a year almost opposite of what other people are saying. And that's fine. No opinion, no. So and then we need more information as of now, because onye obia wapolia within the system. And we want to know more information, questions now so that we can understand how he's coming up with some of these numbers. That's all. For now, we're not able to really question because these critical questions are making about 6 or 7 questions now making earlier on. But
the question will be answered. Unyani misano questions in Tino. Unyini misano questions in Tino. Ubotugu. And I say, Ubi Casabia, what it's Hosana, ne post no. Ebe we no bembe na bia akase bia e se ma se majeja me ho
so already no to send ya minua kai polls are a snapshot so what huni amature no based on onipa no methodology and other things all the year the polls that matter no is the one that happens on January 31st so what you say into whether poll be beba ye we yanim any adeno and stop it. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is out there doing the work. He's currently, he's offering clear solutions to the delegates. So for instance, he's telling delegates how Obe making sure say going forward, no appointments are going to be decentralized. He's going to make sure say at the constituency level, no appointees, no any the local leadership, no ebe form a team to make sure say tembi omo be fa the welfare of the delegates no who doing. Yes, you and them be brave from the previous government na nema bi anko ye and wahyehyɛ ho nema ehwe other candidates no we
dey sima mamenko ahoma no so na the poster na oye post no menene enkasa kana eja wo ha de na ne nsema o kane de original so de ba monten so a de bia na sensem bi o se mu enhyeda enna ho no yene na eni nko akra doc ye mo adeba YouTube so nyumre
open Michelle with your phone with a medical shemo semi emergency be an
okay
BBC
okay doc you hwe wonsemi kakra de odi aba monte so hwe ade aba penifo makoma kunuma mu ginama MPP amanyuko na pre franka tubi tufo gina bre wa amanyuko no chese ora Canada Japan na yidise wo hwehwe mu no ko edi amano na kanema mpenya be de chire atosomienu kwahye medika bisa one se ebrebe na wo hye dwumadi ase na mantem edu nsia no emudodo se na afanse mi fiye ni nyina mu na wo free edu enwotwe ana se ne sitie
nti we me research na ye no didi kan ye 16 regions na the Tosumienu, ye constituencies, Nina. The Tosumiensa, ye Bibia, ye friend quota sometimes. No, as a trainer say, offer, was for, and at the end, dear, former. A year, ye fat, the end, dear, form, no, a percentage coefficient. You must say 10% now multiplier. They need 1,400, no. The first sample be a 140.
Okay.
They need 400, the first sample 40. This is about representation of it. Let us say Mira, Prince Sefa, Ejuma Povo, or Geseka, no. Because you need me public.
Wacho doc we de na ogina ye kakara wa homa no dan na ho kakra wa bo ura safadi di aha afede metonka obepese obeti di obekaje afemi bacho to aso
onim ni paban ameye sabiu ono de minim ni paban oye eni adwuma pa oye wo geseko me a chartered accountant Ghana ha ye chartered accountant ICAG me a chartered management accountant e wo UK me a chartered financial economist me me a lecturer my banking adwuma was and Ghana the U.S. Department of State, Mandela Washington Fellow. Okay, I was named the 2022 most influential young economist. Sebi ejuma pa ya yeno yen kasabe be batini. Enti sebi yenso bomidi etu Google mo obehu ejuma pakakra yaye and the neoma yaye. I sit on the board of Ino Global, which is one of
doc we de wa bo abodi ni kakra na ye bre ntina ye ntinsi kwan mu kakra na ye sase
obusa ase man methodology me patrol me kwa me research and na me the entire research no be wanting for scrutiny. In fact, and then we read press release obi oba ho bi am the report ne man it's methodology
doc any pen no e form wa ma mu bi ana say press conference for the pen. Any pen no ya
me press conference. Journalist you be you go say the copy man.
Okay.
Say you obi o person nya copy bia so mo pe copy. UTV I remember me mo copy.
Okay.
Obi o person nya copy bia because you see credibility is the fact that you subject yourself for scrutiny. In research no every detailed methodology is there. In terms of confidence interval and margin of error press conference. And she said, yeah, now so yes, I can kindly maybe we jump onto conclusion. But you must have correct idea kakra. The far idea, far worst case scenario, not best case scenario. Okay, document now. In the worst case scenario, it be 94% because undisclosed, undecided, any 6% FRC or document, near presentations in the church, it's a money 100%. In the best case scenario, Mamincho Muslim ma. Muyi nipa miensa na mpacho mote panel ho. Mu nipa miensa no, ya mamu na ebia body bako. Ubi ekuta body bako ne so ye pedie ne body ne bako nanim. Then Mr. Principal edie half efi ho akoka obi fofo de ho. The moment obi de be 1.5 no obi de extract. And in the best case scenario, Osha candidates na for na ko many. You are Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia dear and a sote because you will be the next best alternative. And you were undecided and undisclosed. Now what happens? No be say now one two many power and patron why now the trauma. Because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the main candidate, so I'm out for gaining the best case scenario and patron one on the train free no. The whole number train free. In this research we know, and yeah, what you do emotions and sentiments and we don't do that with research.
But doc, and also expect because I can see now when you man so said the one come for some margin of error media.
I'm very okay with it. Certainly, all can miss me comedy. We can now watch it. That's what you are saying.
Me too.
In the reality of the research, this research now is the most significant and most representative research out there. The document is available. Main person, Mr. Sepaso, on Konya time way to the only other general question.
Also, Nyabi, anti, yeah, we provide the
number, which means I'm a number.
Okay. Okay. No, yeah, Brennan T. Maybe some question. Media, we am say, Yammy Adama, Pima, Koyanim, a Fabi Remuno, the Bosu di Canary, and Baby. A brave party being out final way to Mr. Widia, the doctor Evans, do a kind. 2 years we be we mean say we a brebe partner you expect the final one say we dey the tin e ku na final one be na asa
but when I say me kai no
yeah
on say we a prediction it is only a snapshot
yeah
yen to me ka say the September is na no na betim general and to be after me that disclaimer the biases in Mr. T limitations na Mr. T.
Okay.
And she said candidates in na your motto I'm hoping so by December actually first week, second week of January. Then we'll look at the last one. And the ones will be our cover you. By the time we bring it, and I'll be honest with you, I said this at the program. I did this with my own resources. And the reason why you do such a thing is that said you so that will receive it. And it is very important I will say yes, that's a treaty. And I could have come back with we have to take decisions based on data. The very same people who are criticizing a certain post of the Aminbo no more criticizing, and then because it favors A or B, that is not how we go about it.
Doc, one is a question. Hello, Doc.
Yeah.
My question from the viewers now, many more no kasa no menim say you were delegate ho but we were kasa ko bisa Ghana for nipa poti be na no mo di nkomo attaining opposing
so you were 204,898 registered voters omo ya born before amendments na you di new ones never count.
One woman only 26,000 one woman di enkita ho per se bia ani ma do beto amahwan na se survey bi na oye wo
questions me answer.
Okay.
October 2023 elections now a trail the tosumi 2026 January 31st the patron now beto abamano.
Okay.
The tosumi answer. So candidates no why drink the safa no ho candidates nine na kanu why now beto aba amano.
Okay.
These were the three questions here.
Okay.
And based on these three questions, in the worst case scenario, there is nothing that has been done. Data now you receive and no name paper. The best case scenario, no, and an interpretation of undisclosed, undecided, and next best alternative. And I explain all of that in the report. It's breaking me now down.
Okay, but that's if there is some come you e pe bre na do aba studio ha bi interview anopa anwumre na oje so a na fe ye ne wato aso ye beda ase for Dr. Evans Dua researcher ye poster mekanisa chartered accountant or this anhwemu ya ba bontine ne edi nkomo kakra Dr. Du yeah, sure with your passing comment or the winner. Yeah, should I remember se faso da yemi yebrene akwati ya
wanya baby.
So when the ever so they come na na yompo.
Na me pese me correct some we bia me nua sefa I can. Also per Global Info Analytics last month no ma. Was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia etiquette lead. Yes, no correct. But then what was the figures out there? Or say you heard Ghana for more 47% of Ghanaians say Omuda Sope, Dr. Bawumia.
And you're different from delegate.
Yes, but then when it comes to NPP delegates, no, the percentage points no are dropping.
A drop of in
no 39, no, and I said basically 40 something. No, I dropped the about 37%. That was in his report. What I say, me, I find it mind-boggling. Say, say people jubilate over this. Say, me just say you're dropping percentage points. Listen, near Evans Akoye, let us not write it off. Me say I say, because I say you name the credibility and who know ma. Enti
a question there also be
you bet me abusa question no
but question no be say
question nanya question no nko and I make us say me correcting a erroneous impression no create here no say you don't write people off because say you think say it's not going in your way. Listen, whether you like it or yes, make our baby mesaka
wa legitimate okay,
but the impression of creative say as a write research off no. I know now I have way with him say don't do that when you're a political student. I say ufa research na abano. Now what study so can ya kokan. Now where what he has suggested, what he has spoken to. Now he say and him find the correcting mistakes. Na ehemfa na ebetimi agina yi sa no ma we e ka ho bi enema abato a ekoto in 2024 no ekoti aye fisa research ankofo ye de ba ye ene nsam a ye ka kire ye no se sa bre no mu kan ye no ene ye tena ase ne ye fa ensam mu kan ye no ene ye su ye fa ho suahunu ehwe se asam mu ka kire ye no eno kra se ye toti mo ba bi anase ye ko che wo ba bi a enka ye boy ye ho bra
election we yama mutima ya model
dabi when eno na midi kan say we ema yetimu nya yede
okay
we fa kwa na compare ko Japan na I have said it and send a friend a petition on say brands bebre ya no mu okwa ye ton ye bon dawru amansen dwa so
petition ye money
petition ye bon dawru yen kan wasem go ba bia ensu kro bia obekosu bia ye ton bi ho if try to kro mu bia go say na ye ton petition
local gin
sana kwa na compare kontie
but
he's a fine wine
but that's yempo ye mona de so bre na de
yes ye da se ye da etiefo nyina se ene ahwefo so far no minua ka bibi se you call out there Honorable Canadian Japan and Ghana for United and Yano Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and a lady. The lead, you know, but your mother can say, I can't make a son.
I will ask some more game.
Make it clear, but data be edge chassis. When you look at your friend is saying all the surveys now so far reputable surveys
all
the reputable surveys before this one. I respect
what qualify before
they respect to be
and I make what qualify is
but all those surveys say doctor a support within the overall MPP voters base it's even higher than within the delegates. Delegates undecided na increasing. We don't have a lot of people moving from doctor or anybody else to other candidates. They just Pacho Mamenka said just be moving to undecided so which to me they open-minded because I feel na campaign we have so
before the last election members of parliament are and they don't you claim that people are not
I don't pursue delegates now.
But they have moved
the parliamentarian move and not just a delegate move.
Delegates all we say
is within the delegates Dr. Mahmoud that's the last one 47%. The current one send the echo papa
from 47 to 37%.
There is no 37% anywhere. Doctor the popularity within delegates it's about 47 to 17%. There is a huge gap.
17%.
Meda Prince Ofosu Sefa as former CEO of Ghana Investment Fund. Also, and a Dr. Kwekwedu Boahino also Ura Canada Japan camp. Rasifa Dr. Mamudu Baumia ne camp. Nina ne se akunyana tradition pre enti ho ko twetwe egusu. Me adoma afie bi rom no penima boso opepom so no ne de to so aduasa ba ka beto yeto a de ebekwa koda bia no MPP amanyuko na ene kwa koyi de obidio mani me din de ani mado aseda ko me aba abna benye nya no asanso na cleaning na damas me adoma ono dachina ewo ade chenstroma ne dwumedi aka o despite media so yakram